Hi, and welcome back to the channel. On this week, we're going to look at this joystick, commonly known as a Competition Pro or Kempston, as we used to know them back in the day. It looks like it's full of micro switches in the bottom, so I'm hoping this is going to be working. So what we're going to do is clean it all up, strip it down, clean it up, and test it and get it rebuilt. This is a joystick that Marc were wanting in the previous episode. He got the tape deck and the cartridge done, but he wanted a decent joystick to go along with his new Commodore 64 that he's got. So if you're like me and you enjoy building these things like the 1581 disk drive or anything else, pop along to see PCBWay. They do all sorts of things. They do prototype boards, they do board assembly. If you don't want to build the board yourself, they will assemble all the board for you. They also do flexi boards as well now. They do HDI PCBs. And if you really want to go into CNC machining, they do that as well, and 3D printing. So if there's anything that you're thinking about doing, building wise of electronics, pop along to PCBWay. The prices start from as little as £5 and go all the way up. But yes, PCBWay is the way forward and the best place to go for your PCBs. So let's get stripped in. So there's only 4 screws. It does look like the pads are missing. The rubber feet are missing off the bottom. I do not have any of them. So Marc, if you are watching, you'll just have to grab some little rubber feet from in the town somewhere and put these on, because I'm going to be parceling this up with the rest of your gear once it's complete. So, pull that wire out. Oops. Screws fall out. Good. And then we're just left with these buttons. So we're gonna get this out of here as well, because it's all grey and manky and horrible. So we're gonna give that a good clean. So hopefully we should just be able to ping that circlip off the bottom, and that should strip out of there. Pull that circlip off. That piece comes off first, then the collar. Then this should come straight out, look. We should be able to use that to get that rubber out of there, hopefully. So I'm just going to try and angle it. There you go. Put that up there. That's that rubber block that was in the top there. It was looking a bit greyish, so I'm going to give that a good wash and some silicone grease on it to bring the colour back, and then we can give the case a good clean. So I don't know how these come out of here. May just leave the buttons in there, there's no biggie in them. Yeah, let's just leave them in there. We can soon give that a bath, it won't be a problem. So that's that piece. So I'm just going to lift these out of here. That looks like it'll come up. Switch unit here that needs to come up. With that switch unit up there, we should just be able to lift it all out. Put the screws over there. So that's as base, and you can see it's pretty grubby. So what I'm going to do that is take that over to the sink and give it a good scrub. And while our lass is not here, we'll use a toothbrush. No, I'm only joking. I use this one for cleaning up and getting into all the little alleyways and little crevices, it works a wonders as a toothbrush. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. You'll give that a quick wash. So here we are in the sink. I'll just chuck that in. The block already in. I did manage to get them 2 buttons out at the top, just so we can clean out inside there, make sure there's no junk in there. But as you can see, it's very dirty along this connector line and all the way around there, and inside there it's minging. So we're going to give that a good scrub. So while that's having a soak, we can get back to having a look at this. So what I'm going to do is put some contact cleaner in this switch. Just to make sure that's oops. Make sure that's all nice and free. As far as I'm aware, this is the auto fire switch, which can be switched on single burst or off. I'm presuming we'll have a look at that when we get it all built up and test the joystick. Right, so that's that. This cable is a little bit scratchy as well, so we're going to give that a clean. But what I want to do is get this back into the case in first. So then we've got something to pull on, really, rather than dangly wires all over the place. Right, so here's the base unit. Wow, that's cleaned up very, very well. And like I say, it's just a shame that I don't have any rubber feet for that. I will have a look for some before I post you this, Marc. If I don't, then you might have to pick up some little rubber feet and just stick them on the bottom. But other than that, it should be pretty good. So hopefully, fingers crossed. So let's put these back in here. Put it back in there. I think it just sits like that on top of there. Switches go into the slots. Back up there. So making sure all the wires are out of the way. So what I wanted to do with this thing, because it looks a bit white and manky, is put a bit of this on. It's only a little bit of silicone grease, so I'm hoping that this should take the minging colour away. And give it a little bit of lubrication at the same time. Pro Extra, it says at the top of there. So I'm thinking it should go in that way at the top. So we'll bring this tidy case back over now. Let you have a look at that. That is absolutely mint. Crystal clear, no dirt. So what I'm going to do is put the Pro Extra that it says at the top of there into the top, and we'll push that in. So it looks a lot better in the top of there now, doesn't it? Yep. Coolio. So we'll slide that back down through the top of there. And then that goes back on there. And then that goes back on there. And then we want to circle it. It should just slot onto there, like that. So that should pretty much be it. Let's see if we can get it back together without destroying it. Back in that, put the 4 screws back in the bottom. Now some of you might be screaming out there, giving it the old, but you've not tested it and you've put it all back together. Correct, I have, because it's only 4 screws and we have one of these. So this is a joystick tester. We'll put that in there now. That's auto fire, you see. So you switch that up, it's got auto fire, that's why the LED light is not quite as bright, because it's rapidly going on and off. So if you switch the auto fire off, we should be off. So, let's have a look. I'll do it the other way around for you. So that's your fire button. It's working fine. That's the other fire button that's working fine. We've got up, we've got down, we've got left, and we've got right. Even though I'm doing that the other way around. So we'll do it again. We've got up, left, right, down, fire. The other two are the other fire buttons for other joysticks, but not this one. And then we've got auto fire down there, look. So auto fire's working. Well bright, is that, isn't it? So yeah, so we know now that everything's working on the joystick parts. I do want to put some contact cleaner in the holes of the joystick. Just to give it a little bit of a clean inside there. We'll just work that in and out of there a little bit, just to make sure them contacts are nice and clean inside the plug socket for them. And we'll just have one little final test. Yep, we're all good. Right, so this switch on the back, if it's up, it's in the auto fire mode. If it's in the middle, it's in Kempston mode. And I think if it's at the bottom, it might be Sinclair mode because it's less signal. Look, you see that? So if we put it into Kempston mode, we get it nice and bright going around them. So I think that's for Kempston, for Sinclair, sorry. So yeah, this is absolutely awesome. So we're just going to give the cable a clean. You can see there's bits of paint on it there, look. So I'm hoping that I should come off with a little bit of IPA. Coming off. Yeah, that's cleaned right up as that. So the paint started coming off of this cable, which is absolutely awesome. You see it all, see the white speckles. Don't know whether you guys can see that or not, but it is coming off. Okay, so this was a joystick that was sat in this box, and that box I purchased probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and it had already been sat in a shed for that long, as far as I'm aware, maybe longer, so potentially it could be 15-20 years that this joystick's been sat there in this shed. And look at it, look at it, she's a beauty. I don't want to sell it now. I think I want to keep it. No, I won't do that, Mark. So that's it. This is a joystick done, restored, cleaned up, whatever you want to call it. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, the notification bell, and the thumbs up. And thank you for supporting the channel. Thanks to all the subscribers, thanks to Patreon, thanks to PCBWay. This channel could not survive without your support. So thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.